Oh, I'm doing well. Thank you for asking.
Hmm.
Okay. Oh, by the way, my name is Riva, and
Hmm.
nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. My name is Sunny.
Sunny.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
Great. Nice name. So, what did you prepare for today's lesson, Sunny?
I chose an article from the list.
Oh, uh-huh. What's that?
The title is Back Searching, the third one
Oh, hold on. Oh, this
in
one.
the beginner part.
Yes, yes. Okay, so let's talk about this one then. Bag searching. Did
Hmm.
you read this one before our class time?
Yes, I already read.
Yes. Great.
Hmm.
Okay. So what did you understand from it, Sunny?
Uh, During about 10 years, Apple uh, did employees back searching. So
Uh-huh.
it takes 5 to 20 minutes a day. So one of
Mm-hmm.
their employee filed a complaint to for their times.
Mm-hmm.
So that employee won the suit and the court, what court?
Mm-hmm.
The California Supreme Court says
Mm-hmm.
Apple must pay the time for its employees for back searching.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
it.
Yes. Very good. So, what do you think about this one? Do you agree that employees should uh, get the money, or Apple company should compensate with them with the time they are using for bag searching? What do you
Mm,
think?
First of all, I think in terms of back searching, I think employer has the right to search an employee's bags or purse as long as there
Mhm.
is a workplace policy. And I think they already get a contract uh,
Yes.
for that policy. So employers has the right to search an employee's bag, but um, I think 5 to 20 minutes a day is very long time. So
I
I
do
think they can,
agree.
yeah, they have to admit that time as their working hour. So yeah, totally it for a week it can be 100 minutes, 1 hour, 1.5 hour. So I
Mhm.
think it's not that short to so Apple have to compensate time their employees' time for searching bags.
Yes. Okay. I totally agree. So do
Mhm.
you think yes, for most companies they have the right, especially if they told this one for the employee before their employment in the company.
Yeah,
And but I think 5 to 20 minutes is really too long.
right. Yeah,
So
right.
maybe they can still search the bags of their employees, but they will just reduce the time, right?
Yeah, right,
Maybe
right.
5 to 10. That would be
Mm.
reasonable then.
Mm.
Agree?
Yeah,
What do you
but
think?
I think as long as they accept the that time as a working hours, I think it's fair. But the problem is they didn't accept that times as a working hours, so they have to pay the time.
Yeah, I think so too. They didn't agree with this one
Yeah,
actually.
right.
Yes, okay. So are there Apple companies in your country or in Korea?
Yes, of course.
Okay. So what do you think about Apple products? Are you using iPhone as well?
No, I am Android phone user.
Ah, I see. I guess Samsung.
Yeah, right.
Since Samsung is really famous in Korea. Okay.
Yeah,
I think
right.
Samsung is really good. But
Mm,
it's also very expensive these days, especially
yeah.
for those newly launched products.
Yeah, right, right.
Okay, yes. So how about in your company? Do you do this, bag searching?
No, no. Actually, now I live in America, so mm,
Oh,
yeah.
I
But it's
see.
been just 9 months since I moved here. I moved here, yeah,
Wow.
last year because of my husband's job. So I took a leave from my work in Korea, and
Mm-hmm.
nowadays I have just part-time job. So I work for a physical therapy clinic as a receptionist. So it's
I
very small.
see.
Yeah, it's a very small clinic, so we don't need any security. But I have to keep some secret about patients. But we don't have any back searching.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay. Because
because
yes, yes.
there is only one employee. That's me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ah,
So,
okay.
yeah. There are two
Okay.
doctors and me as a receptionist. So, we
Oh.
don't need, yeah, searching back searching. But when I was in Korea, I work as a officer worker, office worker,
Mm-hmm.
and
Ah, okay.
but it was just office job, so we didn't have a lot of security for our work. So we didn't do any back searching to employees.
Ah, I see.
Mhm.
Okay. It's been 9 months. Wow.
Yeah, right.
Okay. So what are the differences that you have felt when I mean, since you moved in there compared
First,
to Korea?
uh first of all, as you know, I am a part-time job, but
Mm-hmm.
when I was in Korea, I was very busy for my work. So
Mm-hmm.
every day I have a lot of work and I have to work late or on weekends. So I wanted to rest eagerly.
Okay.
So these days I'm
So,
very happy with my American
wow.
lives because I have no, I don't get any stress from work or people or relationships. So yeah, very I'm very happy with my American lives.
I'm
And
so happy
second,
for you too. Mm-hmm.
yeah, and second thing is in America, people have to drive. But
Okay. You
yeah,
have your own car?
yes, yes. But
Oh, great.
yeah, when I was in Korea, I get a uh, driver license, but I'm not that familiar with driving because
Mm.
my commute was by public transportation in Seoul. There are a lot of cars, so many people don't use their own car as their commute for their commute. Instead, uh, instead their own car, many people just use public transportation. But in America, it, driving is mandatory.
I
Even if
see.
you go to just grocery stores, you have to drive.
Oh, so both of you, your husband and you have a car. So you have two cars.
No, no, no. We have just one car, so usually my husband you are using transportation, public
Ah,
transportation.
I see, I
Yeah.
see. Yes. Because traffic is not a problem in there,
Yeah,
right?
right, right.
Unlike Korea. So that's why in Korea people prefer to use the public transportation because it's faster
Yeah,
compared if
right.
you will use your own car.
Yeah, right.
Oh, nice.
Mm.
Okay.
Mhm.
How long are you planning to live there?
We are planning to live here for 5 years, and after 5 years, we will go back to Korea. So,
Wow.
yeah, my husband is a scientist and he needs
Great.
some experience overseas. So nowadays yeah, work in some American lab, and then he gets
Mm-hmm.
some performance. We
Okay.
will go back to Korea, and he want to be a professor of university.
Mm. Okay. Great. So he
But
will become a teacher soon.
but I heard that it's very difficult to be become a professor these days.
Because you will
Um,
you need to undergo with a lot of trainings.
yeah, and
Okay.
some cases they have to have a lot of money or
Oh.
background, very good background, but we don't have
Ah,
anything.
okay.
So I'm not sure that he could become a professor, but yeah, he is working hard these days. So
Wow, you're very lucky you have a hard worker husband.
yes. Right.
Okay, wow, that's nice. But you took 5 years, 5 years of leave from your company?
Um, we actually are preparing for baby. So, uh, yeah,
Ah,
we are
okay.
newlywed couple. So
Oh,
we,
congratulations.
thank you.
Okay.
So we want to have two babies. So during this time, I have to raise them.
Okay. So you
Yeah.
don't have plans to go back to work after living in America, or if you will go back to Korea.
I took a leave from work now in Korea. So
Mm-hmm.
after I go back to Korea, I have to return to my work again.
I see.
Yeah.
For 5 years. You took a leave
Yes.
for 5 years.
Yes,
Wow,
right.
that's quite long.
Yeah, right.
Okay. So you're so lucky. It's really good that you can have a vacation like that in Korea.
Yeah,
Because
right,
in
right.
Philippines, it's impossible.
Yeah, I'm very lucky.
Yeah.
I think so too.
Yeah, I think so too. You're so lucky. All right.
But usually, many people think that I have a lot of foreigner friends because I live in America. But I, uh, at first, I cannot drive well, so I cannot move anywhere. So usually, I uh, was staying at home.
Okay, I
Yes, so
see.
this spring, mm, the
Mm-hmm.
weather is if the when the weather is getting better, I want to go outside and make some foreigner friends and something.
Why not? You should do that
Yeah.
too.
Yeah,
You
right.
know what? It is more effective and more efficient, if you will. Use your time to communicate with foreigners because
Mm,
you're able to communicate with them in English. You can
yeah.
also learn from them. Oh, at
Mm.
work, are your coworkers or the doctors working with you Americans or
No,
Koreans?
my doctors are Koreans, but there are a lot of
Ah,
American patients. So I know a lot of American acquaintances, but I don't
oh.
have any, American friends yet.
Okay, I see. So I think you need to go out too and make some friends.
Yeah, right, right. Absolutely.
Okay, I see. That's cool then.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And now, how about news about since you're living in America
Mm-hmm.
and the founder of Apple is in America, of course, this
Mm-hmm.
company was found in America.
Yeah, right.
How is it? Are there any issues or maybe problems about Apple company in there? Maybe you watched from the news or you read some articles about them.
Mm, uh, these days, many
Mm-hmm.
Americans in here, even even many Americans in here are using Samsung phone or other phones
Oh,
instead of
really?
iPhone, because after Steve Jobs passed away,
Oh yeah.
I think Apple is not that developing their product or systems. Honestly, I think,
Ah.
in my opinion. So, uh, Apple has to working more hardly.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So there are no issues about it, but a lot of people or Americans don't usually or don't actually use Apple these days. They prefer to use Samsung or maybe
Yeah,
other brands.
yeah. I mean, then uh, Steve Jobs was leaving.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, was very innovative company in the world at most, I think. But after his passing away, I think
Mm-hmm.
they uh, don't develop innovative technologies or designs.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I think they
Mm-hmm.
are in a route. They are in a jam. They are jammed.
Okay. Yes. But as of today, they just launched the newest, what do you call that one? Brand, right? Brand of iPhone, which is iPhone 11, right?
Yeah, right.
Apple 11. Okay. So,
Mm,
well, thank you so much for your time, Sunny.
okay.
I really do hope that I can see you again next time. Thank
Uh-huh.
you. Have a great Friday, by the way.
Thank you. Have a
Okay.
nice
Bye
day.
bye. Oh, yes. Good
Bye.
night to you.
Thank you.
Okay.